guess. Still a little more. There. Now it's perfect. It has to be just lined up just so. It's perfect. Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today's video is a combination of two types of videos. One is a serious topic and one is not so serious. These topics came from other people that I have watched. One of them is Darlene Mcphate, My Life with Parkinson's, and the other one was Pamela. Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Well, we'll talk about the Mcphate topic first, the one that I got from Darlene. She was mentioning that she got another report on her dad, and he has Alzheimer's. And I had put in my comment that, I can't remember what I put in my comment. But anyway, she had mentioned about his personality changing. Well, you know, my mother's personality changed a lot from what she was like. She was a very iron arm, however they say it, very strict, very kind of person who, if your friend, this is one of the things that she would lecture you on anything. If it happened to somebody else and you were friends with them, it was like you did it. So I would get lectured a lot. Well, when she had the Alzheimer's, she became this sweet little old lady. It was really amazing. She was not as strict. In fact, my one daughter had a baby out of wedlock, and if that would have happened when she was not confused, she would have gotten a lecture and a half. I would have gotten a lecture and a half on that. But because she was losing her memory and her personality was changing, she was all okay with it. Mm-hmm. There was also, when I was working, when I was working at the nursing home, there was a little old lady and the family would come to visit her, and they would leave the room because she was really obnoxious. They said, oh my goodness, she would never say that if she was in her right mind, because she was using some really vulgar language. And it had changed her from being this sweet, sweet little old lady to this really nasty. She used to shake her finger at us and tell us we were doing a lot of nasty things. And it was actually a little shocking at first, but then you just knew that she wasn't herself. Does your knee hurt or something?
No, I didn't want to make noise.
You didn't want to make noise. That's funny. I had a little piece of chicken in my tooth. I felt it.
Don't see it.
No, I swallowed it. But yeah, the personality, and so what I did with my mom, because my mom really changed to be this really sweet lady, I actually took pictures of all of her pictures, and then I made a video, a slideshow, and it really helped me to see her in another light, in that sweet light that she had turned into. I could see the love in her eyes. Finding a place for someone with Alzheimer's is really difficult too. I remember when I was looking for a placement for my mom, she was just starting with the dementia and the Alzheimer's. It was just starting to the point where it was going to be a problem if we waited much longer. But she couldn't stand, and that was half the criteria. Wherever she went, she had to be able to get up and out of a chair all by herself. And that was going to be a real challenge because she used to rock. She couldn't bend her knees, and so she used to rock herself forward and get herself up out of the chair. And when she fell and broke her hip, that was when she went to a facility that would take the Alzheimer's and the dementia and the lack of movement, lack of motion, lack of mobility. That's the word I was looking for, yep. Mobility. So that's when she did fine. But up to that, and when she went to the facility, she had no clue that she had ever lived with me. In fact, she said to my husband, "You haven't seen my room yet, have you?" And she hadn't seen it either because we had set it up while she was at dinner. I had her go when it was dinner time. That was, I thought, the best time to go anywhere, was at dinner time, so that when she came back to her room was all set up with her belongings, because we could put some of her belongings in there. And she felt like she'd been there all the time. She wanted to know where I lived, because she couldn't remember where I lived, and she couldn't remember where she lived. She used to think she lived in the house that she lived in for 60 years. She never remembered living with me at all. Well, that was a little bit about the dementia and Alzheimer's. Now we'll go to that little video that's from Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Gave me this idea. Let's just go to the video. The walk challenge I was in with my brother, well, I got the trophy, so I was number 1 this time instead of the last one. I don't know what I want to do now. Well, we started on a sour note and ending on a funny note.
Well, not really sour,
Well,
but
it's a more serious note.
a serious
note.
Yeah.
And we're ending on a happy note, or a note of delight. I hope it's delightful for you. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you all again tomorrow. So have a great night. Bye. Or day, whatever it is. Bye.